Move over, Swanson. I'm driving.
Welcome back to the Caddyshack Minute. This is the podcast where we watch and view and observe and dance around in our 90s with the film Caddyshack, 1 minute at a time. My name is Tom Taylor, and I am here with Mike DeMaria.
I demand satisfaction.
And we're here with Dan Lewis.
Hello.
Hello, Dan.
I'd say,
Yeah, you were supposed to say the last line of the minute right there.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Satisfaction. You want satisfaction? I'll tell you what satisfaction.
Yeah.
Then it stops.
sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't quite get what
Tell you what's
satisfaction
satisfying.
is.
Yeah.
Hey, it's like you're doing the bookends for me.
I just did it
Yeah.
tonight.
You already did my back bookend. Well,
We
I'll
didn't-
do the official
Yeah,
one.
just do the official one. I was just,
Okay.
I'm not
This
happy
minute-
with my intro this time.
Well, you are
Okay,
happy
go
or
ahead.
not?
I'm not happy with it.
Oh.
Well,
Go
too
ahead.
bad it's over.
It's
It
fine.
was a little generic. It was a little. It was
You gotta let
fine.
it go. I didn't know it. I just went with the Rip Taylor.
Hello,
you know.
Frisco.
It's usually fine.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, Frisco.
Oh,
Rip Taylor
whoa.
here. Oh.
Yeah.
All right. This is
I'm
minute
gonna-
72 of Caddyshack. And minute 72 begins with Rodney and the gang exiting the executive lounge. And it ends with Rodney about to tell Judge Smails what's really satisfying, as you heard Mike.
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Satisfying.
We don't know what he's gonna say. It's gonna
No,
be
we know.
what's it gonna be? Mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Be something
Actually,
crude, I bet.
Actually, he doesn't make any syllable. It just says, "You want to know what satisfaction is?" And then it just stops.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
pretty clean cut.
That's good.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to tell you
Yeah,
right off the bat, before we get too deep in this, I am so fucking tired.
Oh.
Yeah, last
No,
we
I've
heard
s-
from you, you were in
Yeah.
Kenya.
No, I've said it in the
Yeah.
past, but I am more tired
Yeah.
now than I was then, 10 times over.
Oh.
That's interesting
so
because
yes.
you don't sound the most tired you've ever been, but I believe
Right.
you.
I'm
Sounded
doing
more
okay,
tired
but
than
it's
this.
going to hit me like a load of something.
Yeah.
No, it's Monday
Yeah,
evening
bricks.
right now, and I started. I had an all-day meeting yesterday that I had to facilitate. Great meeting.
On another
And then-
continent.
Right, in Africa, in Kenya, and then I, took my shirt and tie off, showered, got in the car, went to the airport, had an 11 p.m. flight Sunday night, overnight to Germany, and I was so tired I left my iPad on the plane.
Oh.
So I deplaned in Germany, and started walking down to my connecting flight, and then right as I was
Right.
about to step into the security gate, because I did have to take my laptop out.
Yeah.
I realized my iPad's not in here, and I go,
Oh,
fuck.
my God.
I left it in- I
we
left
don't
it in
do
the,
replaning in this country, sir.
No, I left it in the thing there where the magazines are.
Little sleevey thing.
And I
yeah.
remember looking at it. We were about 30 minutes away. I said, "Yeah, I should take that now and at least
Oh.
hold it or put it in my bag." And I was like, "Nah, I'm not that. I've never forgotten anything expensive like that ever.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
You know what?
Never
I've gone
left it
through
anywhere.
that exact thought process almost every time I've been on a plane, so now you're making me nervous.
Right.
Yeah.
So I go, oh my God. And the woman who was there who like tells you, has the bin where you put your shoes and wallet in. I left my iPad on the plane. She goes, oh no. I said, I know. Oh yes. I go, can I go back? She goes, I think they'll let you back. So I ran back because I haven't gone through security yet. Right.
Right, right.
And then I started to go back that way. And there's and the security people stopped me. And I go, my iPad, I left it on the plane. And they go, no, you got to go through. We're already too far. You got to go through, and then there'll be a service center there. They'll get it for you. But I'm like, but it's right over there.
Oh.
But I said, okay, I think, I got 2 hours before my flight, so I go through my security, put everything back on, go to the service center. I'm telling the guy, he's like, well, when's your connecting flight? And I go, it's in 2 hours. He's like, nah, it's too it's not long enough. Because the process takes 3 hours. I go, what process? He goes, it's got to go from the plane to Lost and Found and then get like logged in. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Oh.
I go, I am from Chicago. I'm getting on a plane to Chicago in less than 2 hours. My iPad is just over there. I just got to
It's
go
just
back
over
there
there.
before somebody takes it and puts it in. I go, I could just run back to and say it's in there. I'll wait here. You go get it for me.
Yeah.
Seat A20 or whatever it is.
Right.
He's like, no, it doesn't work that way. And I go, how does it work then? He just gives me a card with an email address because you got to email Lost and Found.
Oh my
So now I
God.
emailed Lost and Found, and they they did email back and said, what's the serial number? What's this, that, and the other thing? And they said, we'll let you know in 3 days.
Oh, Jesus.
I go, but dudes, I was just there. I was in your
It
country.
was 20
with
feet
my,
from me just now.
Right.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to fly over there, wait 3 days, and someone's going to have to ship it to me.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh my God.
Anyway,
So
that's
have
my
you gotten
work. That's my
confirmation
work
that they found
iPad,
it?
too. Well, I don't know. They didn't
really?
say.
Oh,
They just said, just give us this information, then we can see.
great.
And I said, it's my work iPad, which gives me even more indigestion.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
I lost
I feel
I lost a high school video camera on the plane once.
Oh.
But it got right back to me. It was,
Oh, wait,
it was-
Dan. You just said camera. So didn't you lose like a $5,000 camera on the bus?
No, it wasn't. It was quite a nice camera.
But it was an old. It was one that they kept around, right? At the.
No, it wasn't the old deprecated one. It was one of the new current ones. It was way
Oh.
worse than that. Yeah, it was one of the new Nikons they used. It was one of the same ones they used for the Chicago Tribune. And
Yeah, this is when Dan worked for the Tribune.
Yeah, they had loaned me one just because I had like a wedding or something. I was going to get some photos or so. I can't remember what the reason I had it, but I left it on a Chicago bus. And I went running after the bus, so like Mike running after that biker when the guy said "fuck you." I just was like, I was out of my mind chasing down that bus.
Oh,
It was like it was a fire engine, and I was
And it was gone.
gone.
that's horrible.
Never saw it again. And I thought for sure that it was going to be like, they're just going to be like, well, you're fired,
Right.
But my boss is just like, oh my God, that's
bad
okay.
enough.
It's like nobody cares in the end.
Yeah,
And,
that's. Well, I don't know.
weird.
That's what I'm going to find out, and I'll just. If anybody gives me any guff about it, I'm like, you know what? Just take it out of my check. Take $100 out of my check for the next 4 months, but don't give me any crap about it.
Right.
I spent 10 days busted my butt. I fell asleep. I finally fell asleep on the plane. I was a little loopy. I left it on the plane. You know what? Just don't give me any guff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Running
Take
out of
money out of my
They
thing.
can't send you all around the world jet setting around like this.
No, and I
And
don't
then
think they'll care.
expect you to
I think
just-
they'll just be.
Can I ask Dan where was the bus when you were trying to catch it? Like what?
It was
what
on whatever it was the Grand bus, and the Grand
Yeah.
bus does a little loop where it goes on Illinois Street downtown,
Oh, yeah,
and that's
yeah.
where I used to take it down. It continues east on Illinois Street. It comes off of Grand at some point.
Yeah.
But don't they
And it
stop
goes-
like every 2 blocks down there?
I didn't realize it until it was like too late, and I tried to catch the bus. Then I thought, well, if I run up, then I'll be going to get the bus will hit the lake and come back around. I'll get the bus going the other way, but I couldn't get over there in time, and I stopped that because I don't remember what which driver it was. So I just kept stopping the buses. But is there a camera on here? Oh, my life is over. Oh me.
That's
me.
horrible.
Yeah.
Well, Dan was also he couldn't catch up to because he kept running, and then he'd pass like a really nice artisanal coffee shop, and he'd stop in there. and
Yeah,
have a
you
little-
got to
I can't
stop
pass
in.
that up.
You got to stop in for a frangipane.
Yeah, or cold
Can't
press,
afford
a cold press artisanal coffee.
Yeah.
Right.
I saw the Furious Spoon, and I just had to get in there.
Have to get some ramen, and then
Yeah.
I'll let the bus loop
You got
back
your
around and come
priorities
back
straight.
They got
towards
the
me.
good broth in there. Yeah.
With the least the price of a ticket to a $1,000
All right,
camera.
so what was the first part of this minute now?
At the very beginning, all we get is the guys. They've all just Ty
they're
has
walking.
calmed everybody down, and they're all going to leave and go to Judge Smails' office. Ty's going to
And I'll
make them
tell
some
you what.
drinks. They're going to settle this like gentlemen.
Yeah.
Right, I'll tell you what though. This is in this minute. Rodney is dressed, I think, in the most matching and tasteful outfit he's been in the entire time. It's
Yeah,
loud.
Dan was
'cause
sort
it's
of
like a-
saying that last time a little bit. Not in those
loud.
words, but he was admiring the outfit.
It's not. I mean, it's not clashing, but it's like a gold or a yellowish
I would wear it.
shirt
in the
with a
right
jacket, and it
circumstances.
works. It's okay. And then he has like an
Yeah.
ascot on, which means he's trying to dress the part. I think
It's
a
a little
look.
less clownish than what he normally wears. It's got a bit
and it's
of
more
a
country club.
maybe
Yeah.
like 1952 in Havana look. you
Yeah.
know?
Any one of those pieces is a legitimate, piece of an outfit.
Right.
The combination might raise a couple eyebrows, but not as
sure.
much as like previous ensembles we've seen with him.
Ensemble.
Ensemble.
There's my throat
Cravat.
clearing for the episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's got a
it's
nice
funny that you
frilly
think it's
cravat.
only one time, Tom.
What? Couldn't hear you. Something.
Right.
There was a noise. It was a gonk.
Well, then we go
What is
on
he-
there, right?
What does Al say? He has this little he mutters something. It's very quiet.
I don't know. Like as
I'll
he's
tell you
leaving?
what, the guys like this, something like that. Something
That's
like,
probably
something
exactly
like,
what he says.
You always, I'm dealt with guys like this, you know.
So,
Yeah.
his
That's
wife.
why I left the business.
I love the way. Also, I love the way Smails marches out of the room, like hiking up his pants. It's
Yeah.
really great.
Yeah,
top quality.
he's in a. I think what you would say, like in all these minutes here, he's in what you would call a textbook huff.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah,
he's in a huff.
he's in like a country club blue blood huff right here.
You.
Right.
Oh, going against
Yeah.
who this person is riling up because it goes against everything he believes in.
Right. He had his idea of what the world was and how it worked.
It's not working that way.
Yeah, this man is upending everything.
Right.
But yeah, then we get into hands down the weirdest part of the entire movie. It's the weirdest
very
moment, scene,
Strange.
interlude.
scene.
We get a nice evening shot of the 18th hole with the club proper in the background.
Yeah.
And we get Maggie just dancing around in her nightie.
In a nightgown. What?
Yeah.
Why does she have a nightgown on? What's she
I don't
doing
know.
wandering around in her nightgown?
Yeah.
Well, she lives there, and maybe she just found out, and so she's out running. But it also, as she's jumping and leaping up and down, it's almost like the film is moving fast a little bit because she's like going up and down, up and down, up and down. I remember watching it as a kid; it always seemed like they were speeding up the film to make it look funny. But watch it again, and you'll see
weird.
it. It just looks like as soon as she goes up, it seems like her body's made of lead, and it just drops back down.
Yeah, I kind of see what you mean.
Yeah,
they're not-
that's true. It's got a weird effect, especially
And
at
it
the
could be
beginning,
just
yeah.
the actress, instead of doing like graceful leaps, she's just doing like herky jerky up and down, up and down.
Yeah,
It
plodding
does.
around. She's not
It's very
classically
forced.
trained.
It's forced
Yeah.
glee. I don't entirely buy it.
Yeah, I
Right.
don't get it.
And then
here.
she reacts to seeing Danny. She's like, "Hey, Danny," and they cut to Danny, who is like maybe in another movie right now. He's just like standing in the dark, with no context at all.
Yeah.
I'm
Like
not even sure he's
looming over.
looking at her. And he
Yeah,
goes,
what's he
and,
doing?
like,
So he just hangs out because people go to the 18th hole and they contemplate things.
That's like, maybe
it's a
that's
nice
like
quiet
inspiration point.
right.
Yeah, right. Tell you
Yeah,
what,
the hole closest to the
That's
club.
where Fonzie would take you, the 18th
you can't
hole.
decide what to do. You go to the 18th hole, you stand on the green, and it'll come to you. It'll
Yeah.
come to you.
You know what it's like? It's like the Little Caesars pizza place on Lasser and Maple, where when we went to school over there. That's the hangout place. You'd go there to figure out what you were going to do for the evening. So you'd go to the Caesars parking lot and figure out what the hell are we going to do. That was like your Zen point. You have to go there and say, okay, now I know what we're going to do. We're going to do this
Right.
tonight.
Right, your
Now I can think.
crossroads.
Yeah. Or you go up there
Yeah.
and just have a meaningful conversation with somebody. Or you go up there and one guy's beating somebody else up because that's the place they're going to meet to have their fight.
Oh.
Right. Are you going to go hang out with the socias, the preppies, or the yuppies?
Right.
Oh, we had
That's
a
the
good
question
fight.
up there.
We had, I didn't see a lot of like after like that, the fight like from 3 o'clock high where they say, 3 o'clock, you and me in the parking lot, we're going to have it at it. And
Yeah.
the whole
Yeah.
school goes to see it.
Yeah.
We had
Right.
one time that it happened. It was like an odd hour. It was like school was out already, but we were still hanging out like in the parking lot at school, like
Right.
either
251
after-
high.
No, this was like 3:40. Like everybody has already dissipated.
Oh, okay.
But we're still like, whether we had practice and we were just hanging around before practice or, no, because I was still in my clothes. It was just me and my friend Eric were just hanging out in the parking lot. We heard like these two kids talking that were, oh, you know what? I've had enough of you. Let's go up to Caesars now. And they each had like three people around them, like three on their side. And they started spreading the word out. So I go, oh, this gonna. It was senior year and we were getting loopy. So it was like, we're already starting to feel like, oh, I'm done with this place. I can finally leave this place.
Yeah.
So everything was kind of free and easy. So we go, let's go up there. We're gonna watch it. It was this one guy was kind of oafish, but kind of looked like he would probably could still knock you down,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And the other kid was just, I think he was a year younger, and he was just like this skinny kid. So I go, yeah, so and so, guy A. I'm not gonna give names. Guy A, the oafish guy. This will be quick work and it'll be fun. So let's go watch it. So we run up there before they got there, and we got a slice of that Little Caesars shit pizza.
Yeah.
That chemical-based rubbery pizza with that sugar sauce they put on it.
Ah.
Hey, listen, Mike Ilitch is barely in the ground, and you're saying this.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but that's
Show
not the
a little
point. I mean,
respect.
you know what? At that time, it was great.
Okay.
Sure.
So we ran up there and got some we got a slice and some of that Caesar bread, the garlic
Oh,
bread.
yeah.
So we
With the
sat
dip.
on the curb.
They give you the
Yeah.
marinara dip.
with the sugar sauce. Yeah, we'll just call it sugar sauce. It's not marinara.
No, it's not marinara.
Red
not
sugar
proper.
Little Caesars Pizza and Domino's by default, and all the other
With the
ones,
cherry
Hungry
dip.
Howie's, and that conservative whack job, Papa John.
Tom Monahan.
Yeah.
Or,
No, I'm talking about Papa John. Yeah.
What is it with
Yeah.
these pizza magnates? They're very conservative a lot of
Yeah.
times.
But no, so we're
Hey, they didn't get rich by caring about other people.
right. But
Okay.
all it is it's chemical rubberized dough and sugar sauce.
Yeah.
But we get it. We're
Delicious.
sitting down, and here they come. The two guys are coming up there, and so they square off. And it wasn't like it was an odd situation because there wasn't a lot of people up there, but there's maybe like 5 or 6, 7 people watching.
Uh-huh.
And the sun was really bright, and people are coming and going to the store to buy like groceries.
Excuse me.
Yeah, it was like an odd hour. Like we're always there at like 9 o'clock on a Friday night or 10 o'clock on a Friday night, and it's a different dynamic. It's like when you're in the same place where like crazy parties were happening the night before, and then you were there the day after,
Right.
and it just
Yeah.
feels
Yeah.
weird. That's how this was. People are walking with their carts with their kids, and these two are squaring up, and okay, you got to cut that out, Tom. Okay, please
I will.
remember that.
Yes.
I just said I said the kid's name. Make sure you cut that out. Okay,
That's
Write
all
a
right.
note.
Give it a
Okay.
beep. Can beep it. It's fine.
Okay.
Sure.
No. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
That was that
So-
beep you just heard, people. That was what that was about.
Yeah, he said,
Yeah.
oh, Jesus.
Ah,
God damn it.
shit. We got to beep that again.
All right. All right. Well, I'll
right.
send you a note later to take those out. So, anyways,
All right. Why'd you have to say his
He's-
adrass? That was weird.
he's got
That was
so
weird. That doesn't even, it's not germane to the
all
story.
right, so stop now. So he's got the crouch. He's got the crouch that he's just going to lay one big bomb and knock the kid out.
Yeah.
But then I go, this will be quick. And then the kid got into some weird like martial arts stance,
Oh no.
and we knew right away. We're just like, oh shit, this is completely
It's for
flipped.
real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like one of the first times in life where you like everything you thought was going to happen, and then you just got the whole flip side of it, and you realize it before it happens. Like, oh shit, no! What I thought was going to happen is not going to happen. Actually, the exact opposite is going to happen.
A
And
much
when it's
worse
over, I might not even like pizza anymore.
thing. Might be off of Caesars now.
So the kid
It's
got
gonna
into some
ruin
weird,
pizza.
martial arts stance, but it wasn't like a typical like Taekwondo stance. This kid was watching like some other movies than I was watching because he
Right.
learned some
Right.
like super secret one. And he did this one move that was like one of those like Brazilian boxing like gymnastics karate thing.
Oh, my God.
And he did like one move and then
Jiu-jitsu.
he hit the guy like in the chin and then right in the neck.
God.
And he went down and like he went down and just like right to his knees, like hovered for a second, and then went face down in the concrete.
Oh my
God.
goodness.
And the kid
I'm
got
laughing, but that sounds hideous.
He's like my hero, that kid.
and the kid just got in a car with his other friends and drove away.
Oh.
And the guy was laying there, and I remember he had like I remember square as day had like the kind of corduroy pants that like a professor would wear. And I'm like, and he was just laying there motionless, and we're like tapping him on the back of the head.
Professor, you okay?
Hey, professor, you okay?
Wait, I lost track of which is it the guy that did the jujitsu stance that beat up the other guy, or
Yeah.
was it despite the jujitsu stance?
No, the oafish guy, kind of like the oafishly strong guy, was in my class.
Oh,
I knew him.
And he's the one down on the ground.
He's
All
the
right,
one on the
then.
ground. The kid that hit him was like
Yeah.
a 7th grader or a 6th grader or something.
Oh my goodness.
And he had some like new generation karate kick or something.
Oh,
That's
my God.
amazing.
The youth
So we
are
were just, like,
powerful and scary.
Yeah. Yeah. But that was.
So is he okay?
I'm sure he was fine when he got up.
All right. I was worried about him.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I was more concerned about me being okay. I'm like, the world isn't as cut and dry as I think it is.
Yeah.
I
Right.
can't just look at something and say that's going to happen, and I'll just eat a slice of pizza, and then someone flipped it for real.
Flip you for real.
Flipped it, and I said, so to tell me the world isn't going to ABC and fall in line?
Yeah. I'm
Things
about to
may
graduate
change.
high school. Don't tell me this now.
Yeah, that's
need
the
some
kind of thing
stability.
it was. I'm like, you mean I'm not going to just instantly make a lot of money and be
Yeah.
have everything I ever wanted because I grew up in this wacko town of mine?
Right.
Great. I can
Oh, you
get
mean
punched
if
in
I-
the neck at any second.
Yeah. You mean if I start using a credit card that's not free, I have to pay the credit card?
I have to go buy my own groceries? Wait a minute.
You mean if
like
I
if I
put
don't earn money, I can't eat?
You mean
God.
if I go buy a $200 record player on a credit card, and that's all I ever buy on that credit card. It's gonna take me 17 years to pay it off. Is that what you're telling? All this was going through my head in that one little brief second when he did that weird karate. I go, oh no.
You're like, that sugar sauce is not sitting right.
No, this isn't right. The world is flipped. I'm not going to be successful. I'm not going to have a
flash
boat.
of yourself sitting at a microphone talking about Caddyshack.
I'm not going to vacation down at the Gulf of Mexico.
No. No, you're not.
Fuck you, John Mellencamp.
Fuck you.
This ain't America.
John Cougar, if you're nasty.
Vacation down at
God.
the Gulf of Mexico.
Who,
Oh,
yeah. Paint the mother pink.
I'm so tired.
Yeah, you are. You're done.
I'm
you're
just
not
getting
done.
started. We haven't gotten to the
work to
minute
do.
yet.
Stories.
Okay, but like now, I want to make sure that everyone realizes that this everything about this moment between Maggie and Dan. He's standing right there. He's standing like 5 feet from her, and then
right
he
there.
notices her only when she says, "Hey, Danny."
And
And-
he doesn't even recognize her.
No, is
Maggie?
that you?
Is that you?
Yeah, everything about this screams to me that they finished the movie, everybody went home, and they realized, oh shit, we never resolved the Maggie
No,
pregnant
you're
thing.
wrong.
Get everybody back. Put a wig on Michael O'Keefe because it's clearly not his hair. That's a wig.
You're wrong.
Why? Why?
You're wrong. You're
How dare
completely
you?
wrong. You're completely wrong on this one.
All right.
This is.
Mike has the floor.
I think they were doing a comedy. They were directing a comedy at this point, because Caddyshack is a comedy.
Sure.
And then maybe
Yes.
Ramis and the cinematographer, maybe the screenwriter got together one night. Maybe they did some substance or something. And they said, whoa, maybe we need to put a dream sequence in here, or maybe something a little weird. So let's do something
God.
different. And then if you think about it, it's like a dream sequence. She's dancing and jumping up and down. And then Danny appears out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It makes
have
It's
this
about
sort
as
of
much
like
sense as a
that.
dream.
Yeah, it's like that scene
Mm-hmm.
from Singing in the Rain when they're in that sort of room and there's really no explanation for it. You're just suddenly in a room.
Yeah.
That's like an endless room. It's very dream-like, but it's just happening in reality.
Well, it's like in The Shining when he's
Yeah.
in the bathroom with the caretaker. Just
Yeah.
makes no sense. No, but then Danny has.
You've always been on the 18th hole.
You've always been.
I should
here.
know, sir.
Yeah, you've always been standing looming in the dark. No.
Well, but it's like they told him to go to the 18th hole. Like you go to the 18th hole and you stand there and you wait long enough that like the dancing 18th hole pixie will come along.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
he's
it's like
waiting
the
for the
old,
pixie. He thinks it's the pixie. Then he goes, "Wait a minute, is that you, Maggie?"
It's like the old. It's
What
like
is this?
It's like the blues. It's like the blues legend. You go down the crossroads. Devil will tune your guitar. You just got to
Yeah.
wait
Yeah.
for him. You go sit there.
Sell your soul, and then you have to play guitar against Steve Vai. Did you see
gotta
Crossroads with Ralph Macchio?
Yeah.
Crossroads with Ralph Macchio, not to be confused with Crossroads, starring Britney Spears.
Sure.
But Crossroads, yeah, he has to do
I
a
always make that
he
mistake.
has to
But
do
Tom,
a
if you
guitar.
don't know, and maybe Tom doesn't honestly know that that's the old blues legend.
I do know that legend.
Okay.
I know that story.
But
and I
if
know
you
the
hear-
story
idea of the
about-
movie Crossroads.
there's-
I
Robert
just don't-
Johnson
right,
goes
yeah.
down to the. This
Yeah, but
movie
then
Crossroads
it's
is terrible.
It's horrifying. But at the same time, the story of the Crossroads has been played out, has been overly. There's
Yeah,
a
it's so
million.
dumb.
There's been a million songs written about it, and the only one that is deserved is the first blues. The
Right,
first
Robert
blues
Johnson.
tale. Yeah, Robert
Yeah.
Johnson's singing.
Because the devil went
Crossroads.
down to Georgia Count?
Yeah.
No, damn it.
No, that's different. Yeah.
Come on,
No, but
it's a
there's
fiddle.
but then even I think it all ended with when Cream wrote Crossroads. That was it. That's as far as you can go with it.
Well, they didn't write it. They kind of co-opted that
Right,
song.
they
That's a
co-opted it.
cover,
You don't say.
basically.
Well, you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like the old 12-bar blues. It just gets played. It's
Yeah.
redone.
Yeah, it's too much.
And
It
now
would
you
have been, the story would have had some mystique, but I think that the Pixie of the 18th hole is still pretty fresh
yeah,
by comparison.
Yeah.
it's a new
Not
take
enough
on
has been
it.
done with that.
It's
But
so
it- but
fresh
to-
that it just got invented.
But to
Yeah.
also tie that in, Tom, to like, oh brother, where art thou?
Sure.
That's when they.
I was
picked
thinking
the-
about that.
Yeah, that's when they picked the kid up because he was waiting
Yeah.
down by the crossroads,
Right.
and he was waiting for him. Oh no, and then
To
he
meet
finally.
Charlie Daniels.
No, he actually
No.
Then because he actually
I'm not
tells
going to let that go.
they picked him up at the crossroads as he was leaving because he had already met the devil the night before.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Because he was like,
Right.
no, he's as white as you. Because he asked the devil, what does he look like? Is he
He's as white as
green?
you.
He's like, no, he's as white as you all.
Don't even start with the Charlie Daniels thing. You think it's cute, Tom, but that's Georgia, and the crossroads are in Yazoo County.
All right.
And plus,
when you were a kid, when you're like in 5th grade or something, and that song is out, it's awesome because he says, "I'm telling you, you son of a bitch." You're like, "Oh my God, he said bitch." He said son of a bitch. But our parents can't do anything about it. We're at the ground round throwing peanuts at the fans, and it's on the jukebox. We get to hear "son of a bitch."
They're spitballing people.
Play it again. Play it again.
But then you got this is immediate and an easy jump right to Kids in the Hall with Bobby.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bobby.
God, that's great. Bobby and the Devil.
Bobby and the Devil.
That's such a good one.
Because even the whole story about the backstory of him and his parents, where his mom's yelling at him to take the trash out.
It's so good. No way, man. I love that teenager he plays, Bruce McCullough.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's giving that soliloquy about how rock will never die. And the teacher's like, actually.
C-A-B-A.
Yeah, right. Oh, that's so good, yeah. And doesn't he like play a jazz chord or something to like throw the devil
he's tuning.
off?
His first riff is he's tuning.
Oh man, you should see. In Crossroads, he has to play against Steve Vai, who's like the Devil's newest recruit.
Yeah, incarnation. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's basically playing against the Devil himself, and it is Steve Vai. And it was this the last little bit of Steve Vai's relevance was in the third act of that film.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess
I still think Danny's wearing a
wasn't
wig.
available.
But see, I think so. Going back to that, Tom, I think maybe this is where they decided to get a little like some sort of a dream sequence here, or maybe some Ingmar Bergman.
I want that to be true, but it doesn't make any sense to
something.
me.
Yeah, through the glass darkly.
Yeah.
It
failed miserably, so they just left it in there.
Yeah. Because every single beat of this entire scene is just super weird. Because she's like, "Hey, I'm not pregnant." He's like, "What? Oh, that's cool."
And wasn't really that long ago that she told him she was pregnant. It was only like about 5 minutes ago or something.
And then he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." Oh, she's like, "I gave you a hard time." He's like, No, I've been a real jerk, and I'm sorry. I've just been a real jerk." And she's like, "Oh, come on." And I'm like, "Okay, but like, what is he? He's like, what does he think he's been a jerk about, and what does she think he's talking about?"
I didn't understand it from the beginning. What exactly he did wrong, and that's
I'll tell you what he's talking.
I'm not one who's known to be charitable to Danny Noonan, but I don't know what he did wrong in the first place.
You want me to tell you what he did wrong? Do you want to tell me what you want me to tell you right now? He's internalizing it because he's saying, "I've been horrible," and it's nothing he's said or done directly to Maggie. It's the fact that he slept with 8 lacy underalls.
Right. But Maggie doesn't know that.
Right. But
so he's apologizing for something, and she's like, come on, you're all right. And it's strange. Like from her point of view, has he been a jerk?
I think but I think he's also doing the entire thing like he's been because he has been a jerk the entire movie.
Yeah.
I think is just compounding it, but again, it's coming in a place in the movie where he hasn't moved enough. The needle hasn't moved towards that yet.
Right.
So it's like he went.
Yeah. How did he get to this point?
It's like he was going through the alphabet A, B, C, D, and then he went right to Z after.
Yeah.
Right.
What was in that fresco that he shared with Judge Smails? Now he's all self-contemplative.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's like, "I know deep down you're a good guy and you'll do the right thing." And it's like, what are you talking about, Maggie? What are we talking about?
Well, her character.
What is actually being talked about in the scene? He's like, I got to get that scholarship, and I've just been a real jerk. She's like, "You'll do the right thing."
No, he doesn't say I need to get it. He said, "I'm going to get that scholarship." And she said, "Well, that's good." And he's like, "No, it's not. I've been terrible."
But she also, we don't even know whether he's gotten the scholarship yet. Then amazing.
Right.
Wait, and now I don't know what he says. You're saying that he says,
he says,
"I'm going to get it," and that's what he feels bad about?
He either says, "I'm going to get it," or "I got that scholarship." He goes, "I'm going to get that scholarship." And he says it in a way like it's not, he's saying it in a way like it's not a goal of his. He's telling her, "Hey, I got it." That's what he's saying. And then she said, "That's really good." And he's like, "No, it's not." He says clear as day. He goes, "No." He goes, "No, it's not." He goes, "I've been terrible. I've been a horrible person." She's like, "No, you haven't." He goes, "Yes, I have." "No, you haven't."
You know
"Yes,
what?
I have."
Mike DeMaria, co-host of the Caddyshack Minute, you just explained this entire scene to me. Now it actually makes sense.
Now can we go back and start from minute one so I can use the same. Let me finish, please. Let me finish. I've got the most that I've sacrificed tonight.
You talk the most by far.
Because I have to.
Endless stories of high school. I don't remember one story from high school. Fine, go ahead.
You fucker! I forgot what I was going to say now.
That's the idea. Bitch. That's my rope-a-dope I do. You know.
I'm
I'll do a little
excited
rope-a-dope.
that the scene makes sense to me now. He's feeling bad
right.
because he's been a jerk trying to get the scholarship, trying to be a kiss-ass and a brown-noser and stuff.
Yeah.
And ponying up to Judge Smails.
But also
and he feels
being a dick.
like a jerk
I
about
think
that.
he's been being a dick
and this
his
dumb
entire life.
Caddyshack scholar is ruining everything.
Yeah.
I don't understand why that makes sense, but okay. Yeah, I mean, that's
Like
the best.
he's conflicted. He's like, oh, am I the guy who like is suddenly pals with Judge Smails just to get a scholarship that I'm not even sure that I want?
I see,
He's like,
yeah.
that's where he is.
Yeah.
And so she says, you'll do the right thing.
And he does at the end. I guess I don't.
I guess he does. I
Yes,
guess
you
he does.
don't. And then when so he said he says he's going to get the scholarship, and she goes, "That's good, isn't it?" She does it with zero Irish accent. That line,
Yeah.
It's the second time in the movie.
Zero.
She's just plain old American.
drops right out of it.
Yeah, straight from Idaho.
She's like I said, Costner in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. And you know what she says? Listen, Noonan, I really each time I'm always
calling
thinking
him
she's going to
Noonan.
say, "Why don't you come help me sort me holy cards?" Like I think they're going to go right back at it.
Right.
But also-
he's going to get her pregnant again.
This time we'll wear a gym hat.
What I was going to say is this is what's so odd about it too is her character has gone from a 3 to an 11 in a sense that she has been shown nothing but she hasn't been nice to anybody the entire movie.
Right.
She's either sarcastic or joking around a little bit, but she's never been really nice. And now she's like this whole different person. We're like, oh, you got a great soul. You'll do the right thing.
Yeah.
It just doesn't sound like her.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll do the right thing, Danny.
She's riding high on her non-pregnancy. And by the way, so according to her, she's been sleeping around on him. Apparently, she thought
Or
that
she could have just said
the
that,
baby
too.
wasn't his.
Right.
Maybe.
Well, she's got another person she's got to meet at the 17th hole. Tell him the same thing.
Right. She's doing a
She's
tour
got a
of
whole.
holes.
She's got to do the whole back nine, actually.
There's this random dude just hanging out on every hole. Maggie?
with his
wearing a
hands
wig.
in his like jacket pockets.
Yeah, she's got the
Waiting.
club record.
Right. She could get the club record theoretically.
Oh wait, we got trivia. We got to do trivia. There. I
Oh,
said the
right.
words. The music's playing.
Thanks,
Thank you, Jimmy.
Thanks, Jimmy. Love that.
I don't know. I didn't even talk to you guys about this, but I think we should do something a little different this time with trivia. We got some prizes.
So you're just gonna do things on the fly now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. What? Would you
I
decide to...
I get my loins all girded up for a trivia question, and then
We're
you're
gonna.
throwing
I'm not
curveballs.
saying we're not going to have trivia. I'm saying that why don't we toss it to the audience because we got some prizes.
But that's what you do. Let's say you're doing Saturday Night Live on a Monday. You have the first meeting with the cast and the star, and then
Yeah.
maybe Tuesday you start mapping out the show. That's when
Yeah.
you would say, "Oh, let's try something different."
Right.
Right.
You
But
don't
that's
do
not how
it-
it works here at the Caddyshack Minute. I just
But
make
you don't
stuff
do
up.
it on a Saturday night while the show is on and the lights are on.
Yeah.
I
Well,
guess
it's not my fault you didn't come to the Monday meeting, Mike.
Yeah. Where were
Yeah.
you? Kenya?
And we
Fuck
haven't
it, we'll
taken
do
a
it.
caller in a while.
Guess what?
I say
I'm
we're
just
doing it
saying.
we'll
live.
do it live.
We're doing it live.
Well,
Go
fuck
ahead.
it. We'll
We're
do it
doing it
live
live.
We'll
then.
do whatever you want, Tom. But I'll tell you what.
All
You
right.
have to carry this segment. Then it's all you.
Okay, listen. We're gonna open up the phones, open it up to the audience. If somebody can call in and do a little trivia with us. If you win, if you get all the answers right, what do they win, Dan? Dan knows about the
Oh
thing.
yeah,
We're keeping
we
this
got
from
to. Well,
you,
we
Mike.
got to. We put a little. We were talking about putting together a prize package, and you get a
We were?
Caddyshack Minute T-shirt, size XL. So that
Yeah.
you don't have a choice there.
No.
You get a Caddyshack burlap shopping bag,
It's called a
also
canvas bag.
size XL, which is odd. And then
Canvas
itchy.
bag.
yeah, it's itchy. And then you get a 7-day, 7-night, all expenses paid trip to Sandals Resort in Montego Bay, Jamaica.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful.
That's pretty
So-
good. Yeah, I
All
got
right,
an
so
uncle.
okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna open up the calls. One of you lucky listeners is gonna win all this stuff if you can answer our questions correctly. And look, the phones are lighting up. I'm just gonna pick a random call. This is we got Danny Bodencheck from Elizabeth, New Jersey. You're on the air. Welcome, Danny.
Hey, no, wow, I am on the air. Well, thanks for having me.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Can you turn your
ready for
radio
some-
down?
Yeah,
for us,
say turn
Danny.
your radio down, Danny.
Yeah, sorry.
Thank
The
you.
feedback's a little much.
Yeah.
The loop.
We try to run a tight ship here at the Caddyshack Minute.
Yeah.
So just do what you can. All right, so you know Caddyshack. I assume since you're listening
do
to the
I
show,
know
you know Caddyshack.
Caddyshack? I am a big Caddyshack fan. Oh,
That's what we like to hear.
Yeah, no, I first saw Caddyshack when I was 13, and back then I used to go by Dan Bodenchak, but I changed to Danny because just the movie, it really spoke to me.
Sure.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
That makes sense.
The next year I went to Caddyshack sleepaway camp.
Wait a minute.
Really?
Wow.
That's like
Yeah.
Tommy Creepy Camp. He's like he went to Tommy Creepy Camp.
I might be off the hook if there's,
That might be an
if there's a
even creepier
Caddyshack
camp.
out there.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
god.
every year I have a Caddyshack themed birthday party, and we all dress up as different characters from the movie.
Oh
and
my god.
Uh-huh. Oh my
As the
god.
years have gone by, I like to go for more and more obscure characters.
Well, I was going to say, is it like the Star Wars when you go to the Star Wars premieres and nobody's dressed as Darth Vader, right? Everybody's going for like some obscure.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, there will be like beginner fans who dress up as Ty or Carl or whatever. But last year I was Joey D'Annunzio. I had a little
Whoa.
costume change in the
Oh.
middle.
That's a deep
Yeah.
cut. Nice.
Yeah.
So you went as a girl, but then you took the top off. You said, if we not the top, but you took the shirt off. You saw that you're a girl, and then you said,
Yeah.
you shave your ass.
Exactly.
Probably.
That's high
great.
concept. I like it.
That is good.
I mean, for me, Caddyshack is not just a movie. You see, it's a lens through which to perceive life.
Sure.
Like, I think we all find that the characters of the movie represent different elements of our personalities. We all have a bit of Ty in us. We all have a bit of Danny in us. We all, even a bit of Carl.
Yeah.
It speaks to me.
Yeah. So what you're saying is there's these. It's in the bag then, because these questions should be no problem for you.
Yeah,
there's
This
no
is a
way.
little canvas bag.
This
is
sounds
yours.
like-
Absolutely.
It's yours.
It sounds like you're going to Jamaica, my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
oh,
Dan,
man.
start writing Elizabeth, New Jersey on an envelope so we can mail the
Okay.
stuff to this
We'll
guy
just
because it's
put it in
clear
the
he's going to
envelope here.
just sweep this thing.
Right
Wait,
down here.
you go by Dan?
Well, yeah. I mean, I've
Just
always-
doesn't have the right ring to it.
Oh, okay.
This is a little
well,
weird.
I guess.
Yeah.
No, he has a good point. I mean,
Danny
there's no way
Lewis.
that. Yeah.
But we can't all be Caddyshack super fans, I guess.
Right. You're not going to call yourself Alan Czervik. I mean, you're going to go by Al at that point, right?
Yeah.
See here, I'm going to write this down now because this is in the bag. Elizabeth, New Jersey. Okay,
Yeah, see?
good.
Okay, now let's get to the trivia and we'll give Danny here a chance to shine
One.
All right.
in front of
All
everybody.
right.
All right. Question number one.
Now, we don't get to answer these. We got to wait till he answers them. 'cause
No,
we're-
yeah, he gets first crack at these.
We're just sitting on the sidelines this time.
All right, I'm sorry.
Right. No, that's
We
fine.
don't exactly have this show totally organized. Go ahead.
This is a new. I've thrown a curveball to everybody. This is new. We apologize.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Danny Noonan plans to attend St. Copious Law School in northern Nebraska.
Tentatively plans to attend.
Yeah, he's got you there,
no,
Tom.
fair enough. Fair enough. Danny Noonan tentatively plans to attend St. Copious Law School in northern Nebraska. What is the capital of Nebraska?
That's deep.
Well, I think probably it's Omaha.
Oh, Dan.
Well,
Dan, do you want to try it?
I think this one is Lincoln.
That is Lincoln. It's Lincoln,
Yeah.
Nebraska.
I know my
I know that
toes.
from. I only know that from the film Kentucky Fried Movie when Big Jim Slade pops out. And the capital of Nebraska is Lincoln.
Catholic high school
Kentucky Fried
girls in
Movie.
trouble. You know what I hated about that movie? I don't want to. I'm
Yeah.
sorry that I hope he's not on a long distance line, but I'm going to stop here for a quick,
It's costing him a
remembrance.
fortune.
You know, Dan
Okay.
will get me on this. Is the thing that they kept bashing Detroit in that movie? Remember?
They did.
Yeah.
In
Not Detroit.
a fistful of yen, they did that. Send him to Detroit. There's a torture.
Right.
But then it was in another part of the movie too.
Hey, no typing. Who's typing?
That's not me. I'm a professional.
That sounds like furious masturbation.
I think he's looking up the capital of Nebraska.
Yeah. Hey, don't look up.
Yeah, you can't be cheating.
It's too
on,
late now.
I'm sorry. I got a text from a friend. I just had to respond.
Okay, now so he got Danny got the first one wrong. Does that he's not out, is he? I mean, we
No,
got a few
he's gotta get-
questions here.
You just got to get. I don't know. I feel like I mean, no one's going to be able to use. I can't use it this trip to
No,
Sandals.
listen.
Just
listen,
give him one- just get
I
one
don't
of
know
them.
what happened there, but if you give me another shot, I'll
you
prove
know
it
what?
to you.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Let's give him another chance because that actually wasn't a real. wasn't a Caddyshack question. It was we used it as a reference that
know
he's
what
in
you're talking
Nebraska.
Yeah.
But then the
Yeah, so
question
what?
actually was. But the question
what?
was that. So they just keep going then. Fine. Fuck off, all of you. You know what? Burn in hell. I'm fucking.
These are from official Caddyshack trivial.
I tell you
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
from the game board. We don't tell
I
them
could
what
have
to
very
put on
much
the
said.
fucking
I
card.
could have very much said. You know what? I need to sleep tonight. But I said, you know what? No, fuck it. I'll get off the plane. I'll just shoot myself in the head. Let's just do it. Come on. I don't need to
All right.
fucking
Well, Mike
sleep.
cocks his weapon. Okay. Next question.
Left his
Question number
brain
2.
on the plane.
Brian
What?
Doyle Murray's
fuck off.
Brian Doyle Murray's screenplay is partially based on his experiences caddying at Rolling Lakes Country Club in Winnetka, Illinois. What is the capital of Illinois?
Huh. This comes up in the movie.
I thought you knew about Caddyshack.
Yeah, come
No,
on,
I
you
have.
got-
I mean, I've seen it a bunch. I
What
must.
happened to
I just
the
must have
frame
missed
of
We've
our
all
lives?
seen it a
And one of
bunch.
us is Ty, and one of us is Carl.
You know what? You get a lot of this.
I'll give
you
him
get
a
a lot of
hint.
this
I'll
with
give
the
him a hint.
Well,
college.
I mean, it must be. I mean, Illinois, right? Okay. Yeah. Do you have a hint? I'll take a hint.
I'll give you a hint.
But no, it must be Chicago, right? Chicago.
I mean, no, that's your final answer.
These
That's
guys are
probably
It's where the
correct.
Simpsons live. It's where the Simpsons live.
Mike, do you want to do this one?
It's where the Simpsons
I
live.
don't know anything about The Simpsons. I mean,
Is it Shelbyville?
I'm not a fan of The Simpsons.
Shelbyville.
Is it
That's
Shelbyville?
more of a
Illinois.
That's more of a
Oh.
Shelbyville thing. No, it's Springfield, obviously.
That is
Oh, okay,
Springfield.
that's
Springfield.
So
Oh.
Dan
don't know
gets 1
anything.
point. Mike gets a 1
And
point.
the quickie
Danny, I'm
marks
afraid,
down.
has nothing so far.
A lot of times you get these
don't remember
callers and
this
they'll
coming
say,
up.
"Oh, I'm the biggest Caddyshack fan ever," and then you get them, you sit them down, you start talking to them, they're nowhere near the big
All right,
boys.
he's
kind of the
0-2
big
now.
leagues.
Listen, he's 0-2 now. All right, Dan, we've gone. Did we
Two
open him up
strikes.
with a slider or did we bring
I feel
a
like there must
fastball?
have been a part of the movie. Maybe I don't pay that much attention to it. Where they're
No,
just
look,
listing the.
You know your stuff. It's nerve wracking. You're on the
Yeah,
spot.
no, I like.
It's,
I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's a deleted scene or something. I don't know how I could have.
All right, well, he's
but give me
gotta-
another
listen,
shot.
okay,
Just
here
give
we
me.
go.
He's
One
got
more-
to get
another
this one
question.
to keep it going.
This is
Okay.
a par
Yeah.
4?
This card is a par 4.
It's
Okay.
0-2. It's 0-2. If you go off speed on him, he's finished. Go ahead.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, he's done. He'll chase in the
Okay.
dirt.
You'll chase it. Low
Here
and
we go.
away off speed, Tom.
Everybody, shut up. I
Tom
don't like
doesn't know
your
what that
baseball references that aren't fully understand. Does nothing for me. I'm confused.
Low and
All
away.
right,
Yeah, let's keep it golf here.
In the club dining room, thank you, Danny. In the club dining room, Al Czervik criticizes his steak, saying that it still has marks where the jockey was hitting it. What is the second jewel in the horse racing Triple Crown?
What?
Oh my gosh, this is an easy one.
Yeah.
No.
Have you
but-
seen the movie, though, is my question.
He says the steak still has marks on it
Yeah,
where the
this is-
jockey was
this is-
hitting
Yeah.
it.
This actually comes up
I
a
thought-
couple times in the movie.
I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
This is,
This comes up in minute 12 and minute 21.
He says it's like
mostly
dog
a
food.
golf guy. I guess. Okay. All right. Fine. Second jewel. The first jewel. I guess it must be the Kentucky Derby. So the second jewel, probably Belmont.
Ooh,
No.
I'm sorry. Dan,
What?
do you want to try this one?
This one's, I think it's the Preakness Stakes.
It is the Preakness.
Which you
The
should have gotten it
Preakness
from
is
the
second
stakes,
jewel.
because the stake where the jockey was hitting it, forget it.
Yeah. It was low-grade
Yeah.
dog food.
I mean, I remember that scene. I remember. I don't.
You don't know
I mean, I
anything
don't remember
about
them
it.
mentioning the second jewel. Okay.
you know what? This is a par 4. We got
This
four,
is what happens. You know
four
what,
questions
this
on
is
this card.
This is
Let's
what
just give him
happens
one
when you
more
throw it
chance.
to the fans. You didn't keep it internal. Dan
Yeah,
and I
right.
would have liked that
Eh.
trip. Either one of us would have loved to go on that trip.
I've been going to Caddyshack sleepaway camp every year since I was 14.
I know.
You're gonna do fine. This is you're freezing up a little
All you
bit.
need is
You're under
one.
pressure. All you need is one. Look, I'll give you. I'll give you. What's a baseball term for like an easy one, Mike? What could I say?
Give you,
I mean, baseball term, a birdie, right?
no.
Yeah, I'll give you a birdie. Okay. All right.
What was really going on at that camp? You want to tell us?
Yeah, right, exactly.
There wasn't a lot of Caddyshack
I think,
going
I
on.
think
It
we're
doesn't
right at
sound
the
like.
front door of some progress here. I think you need to tell us really what happened. So
Yeah,
let's
I
just
think
take
there's
a
a bunch
break.
of-
Take a minute.
He's got a
close your
bunch
eyes
of
and think
campers
back.
Don't
stacked
think
up
about the
behind
prizes.
the cabin.
you got bigger fish to fry.
When they dredge that lake, God
They really dredged
help
that
you.
lake. Yeah.
Okay, listen. This is an easy. Let's give you an easy one.
Give him an easy
This is
one.
your last chance. Okay, this is gonna be good. You're gonna be good. Okay.
Okay.
As Carl Spackler, Carl. As Carl Spackler holds a pitchfork to Angie D'Annunzio's neck, Carl
okay.
recounts the Dalai Lama uttering a very particular phrase.
You mean the Dalai Lama? I got this. What the Lama says is Gunga Galunga. Gunga Galunga.
Yes. Okay. Yes, he does. You got that right. You know your Caddyshack. Okay.
All right.
And but now there's more to this question. And the phrase is Tibetan, and the Dalai Lama is from Tibet.
I see. Back to the capitals. Okay, all right. Well, I do actually know the capital of Tibet, though.
Okay,
actually, it's Lhasa.
That is correct. It is a lot, but don't get excited. Please let me finish the question first, okay? Okay, Dalai Lama is from Tibet.
Question
Okay,
5 points.
the majority of Tibetans place a distinctive form of the majority of Tibetans practice a distinctive form of Buddhism.
Oh, okay. These are some odd Caddyshack questions, but I guess I guess it's like a form of Mahayana Buddhism in Tibet.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Wait.
Okay. Great.
Wait. Compare and contrast the defining ideologies of Mahayan Buddhism and Theravada Buddhism.
What? Jeez. I guess Theravada Buddhism is older,
He's a
or
looper.
technically, or it's more traditional,
Looper,
or is in
shit.
Southeast Asia. It doesn't have the East Asian. That's not really an
Where do you
ideological
find
difference.
these people?
I think it's something about the Bodhisattvas.
No.
I feel bad
I
because
don't
we're
know.
totally out of time. We could have had an actual Caddyshack fan
Yeah.
fielding these questions.
You know, a lot of fans are waiting to get picked up,
No,
and they
but-
don't ever get picked up.
I mean, the lines are on fire
And you
right
get
now, but we
nothing
don't
but
have time to take
clowns.
somebody else now.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Danny,
end the show.
Does this come
Danny.
up? Is this like a post-credit scene?
I
don't
mean,
know.
You said you knew Caddyshack.
Yeah, I think you need to go back to that
I
camp.
must have.
Yeah.
You need to go
It's
back
gonna
to
be a
that
shirt. It's
camp.
gonna be a shirt that just says "I don't know."
You know what? 5 years
gotta-
at camp. Brush
You
up
got to
on
go
it
back to
and
that
come
camp.
back.
Got to
Yeah.
go back to that
Gotta
camp.
rethink some
They'll let you
things.
back in as a man. It's okay. Trust me.
Go find that
all right.
counselor. Go
I
find
mean,
that one
I
counselor.
am a counselor at the camp now. I help run it, but
I think that's a problem.
we gotta.
Could be.
Yeah.
But you go
You're
find
too
that
close,
counselor
you can't see
that
the
wanted
forest for
to,
the trees. All right.
What have I done
All
with
right.
my life?
Yeah,
Well, listen,
that was
Danny,
the sound
you gotta
of
tell you
one man failing right there.
Danny.
No, it's just Dan now. I
Dan,
don't deserve
Dan.
the name Danny.
Maybe you
Whatever
shouldn't.
point.
Maybe you should have just let him touch you.
Oh,
Jesus.
Go back to
Danny,
camp.
do you want to be good?
Danny, go back to camp and just
Go
let
back
him
to
touch
camp.
I have to do the touching now.
You. No, you said no. Okay.
You are a counselor.
All
I
right.
am a cat.
Get rid of this
part.
All right,
clown.
well, thanks for having me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I
Listen,
thought.
maybe we'll
Thanks
do this
for
again
ruining
someday.
a
and you
perfectly
can try
good
again.
segment.
Yeah.
All
right.
Let's part friends for crying
Yeah,
out loud.
let's not
Poor
do this
guy's upset.
again.
All right.
Let's keep the questions amongst
All
us
right.
until somebody
Yeah.
else shows us that they know something.
That might be
about
the way to
something.
go. Hey, we
right.
tried. Thank you for being a guinea pig, Danny, and
Thanks
failing
for
miserably.
nothing.
Thanks for nothing is what I'm trying to say. All right.
All right.
Well, that didn't work. But listen, we get to keep a shirt, and one of us gets to go on a sandals trip.
I don't think the sponsors are going to give it to the employees.
Nah,
They'll
you're
just either
probably right.
retract it or tell
We're
you
not
to do it
eligible.
again. And if you want to go through that again, then God bless you. But,
All right.
but
We'll pick a
after
time
that-
when you fall asleep from some almond milk.
Yeah, after
Yeah.
after leaving my iPad on a plane, I don't feel much like wanting to do that again.
I understand.
I don't want to go through that. I don't want to learn. I don't want to get to know my audience anymore. And I,
Yeah.
Mike, you've had a hard time. I think we should end this one.
We don't.
Let you
I
go
don't
sleep
like
a
our
night-night.
audience a lot of times.
No, I
I
don't like
noticed.
myself a lot of times.
Right.
Let alone our audience.
I don't. Well, I don't. They aren't. They're not mutually exclusive. I don't like the audience or yourself.
I want to
I'll
like
leave out-
everybody. Let me
before
just put
we
it that
leave,
way
yeah.
and leave it at that.
Do you ever notice this? This is the last thing I'll say before I fall just
I'll
completely
bet that's
fall
not
apart.
true, but go ahead.
It is true. It is true. Fuck you. Is when you do something just dumb as shit, like leaving your fucking $600 iPad in the magazine holder on the airplane.
Yeah.
You immediately think that everybody screwed you up, and you're like, "Well, this is not right. I'm going to go get somebody to fix this for me."
Right.
So then you walk up to the service desk, and they say, "Well, you can't go back." And I'm like, "Well, that is unacceptable. I should be able to go back through
I made a
security
stupid
and-
mistake,
and
and I
break
want you
every
to
rule,
fix it."
and I need my iPad now." And they said, "Well, okay, then here, email this email and tell them you left it on the plane." Well, that's not satisfying enough for me right now. And they said, well, that's all you can do. And I'm like, you can't call them and have them bring it to me? And like, no. And then you walk away and you want to make a scene for everybody like who's standing around there. That's what I did today. I like walk around like, well, that's bullshit. That's fucking
Did you see what he
bullshit.
said to me?
I'm just walking around my left. It's fucking crazy bullshit.
He said I'm not above the rules.
Yeah. But
The
she always-
Noive.
Yeah. All right. I'm ready for that.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Mike. It's going to be all right. You're going to go to sleep. Everybody, we're going to let Mike go to sleep. This has been minute 72 of Caddyshack, the one that
guess it
defeated
has.
Mike completely. And we're going to be back next time with Caddyshack minute 73. So please won't you join us and see what happens then. And in the meantime, bone up on your Caddyshack because the next failure could be you.
We're not going through that again.
No, I guess not. All right. Thanks, everybody. Good night.
Thanks for nothing.
Hey, you scratched my ankle.